Hi, my name's Mike. I'm the chef and one of the instructors at the 18 Reasons Cooking School here in San Francisco. Today I'd love to talk to you about some chef hacks to cut down on food waste. First and foremost, one of my great culinary lies of all time is this thing that says if I bend an asparagus, it will automatically snap where you want it to snap. I find that wastes a huge amount of asparagus. What I'd rather do is feel the asparagus for where it gets tender and cut it there. This then goes into a vegetable stock, tastes like asparagus, costs nothing. Before it goes into the compost bin, I pull all that flavor out and then use the asparagus stock to make an asparagus risotto or an asparagus soup. A similar thing happens with tomatoes or strawberries. Drives me straight up a wall to see people cutting the top off a tomato just to get rid of the core. A really simple technique is to choke up and put your thumb near the tip of a paring knife and drop the knife in and rotate around your thumb. This is going to remove only the core of the tomato. Waste not, want not. Works with strawberries as well. I know people enjoy their garlic presses, but every time I've ever used a garlic press, it seems like there's as much garlic on one side as on the other. Once you push it through, it doesn't all go through. So very simple. With a clove of garlic, I'm going to tap it. By tapping it, it comes right out of the skin, just like that, and you're left with just the garlic and the skin is removed. And then rather than use a garlic press, I'm going to run my knife through this a couple times, and I've never seen a recipe that called for garlic that didn't also call for salt. So if you add the salt over the top of the garlic and then use that salt like sandpaper, you can, in a matter of seconds, turn that garlic into a garlic paste, just like that. No waste. Very quick cleanup, no garlic press. I'm going to save that. One of my favorite food hacks is ginger. I don't waste ginger. I keep ginger in the freezer when I need to use it. I pull out a grater and grate it from frozen. That is beautiful, ready to use ginger. No waste. And when I'm done, the ginger goes back in the freezer. It's ready next time I need it. Last but not least, let's talk about a spring produce item. Leeks. I love leeks. Mostly, you're told in cooking school to cut the green portion of the leek off and just use the white. I find that if you cut straight through, you waste a lot of leek. So what I'd rather do is sharpen it like a pencil and just remove that portion. This again goes into stock, and this is the usable leek. I bought an extra 2-3 inches of leek by cutting it at an angle instead of straight up and down. As you see, I have an abundance of leeks from my wife's garden. She takes and runs them through a mandolin, puts them in a single layer on a food dehydrator, and we keep these dehydrated leeks. You can grind these into a leek powder or toss them into a soup. Great way to preserve food. Last but not least, in a similar way as we worked with the tomato, to remove the onion root, I'm going to do this backwards for the camera. I don't want to cut this way, that wastes onion. What I'd rather do is just cut, doing this backwards here, just cut a V, and that's the only part of the root I'm going to get rid of. This is all usable onion. A couple quick food hacks to save food waste. This is Mike at 18 Reasons. Come join us. Let's cook together.